Algebra 1 EOC practice test number 21. A multiplication table is shown. Mark the boxes within the table provided in your answer document for which the product of the row and column is a rational number. All right, so what are we looking at here? We're looking at a product. That means we're going to multiply. Okay, so we're going to multiply by row and column. And we want the answer to be a rational number. So let's review a little bit. What is a rational number? All right, a rational number includes natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, and fractions, decimals that are terminating or repeating. Okay, so all of these are considered rational numbers. An irrational number is a number that is a non-repeating decimal. So pi 3.14 is something that you are familiar with, but you should know that 3.14 is just an approximate value that it has non-repeating numbers forever after the 3.14. So irrational numbers like pi or square root of 2 cannot be written as a rational number in this form. All right, so when we look at the box here, we have a rational times a rational. Anytime you have two rationals, it will produce a rational number. So the easiest ones to locate, we know that fractions and decimals are rational. So we can go ahead and skip around and say rational times rational. Here is a rational times a rational. And 9.4 times 9.4, that is a rational times a rational. So those are the easiest ones to determine. Also, we can decide that pi 3.14 and continues on forever and ever and ever with non-repeating numbers times anything is going to be something times that never terminating decimal. So none of the ones times pi can be a rational number. So we can just go ahead and forget this column, and same thing down here. And even though sometimes a number squared is going to be rational, when you have pi times pi, you're still going to have an irrational number because you're never actually going to get to the end of that number to know what you're multiplying by or squaring it. So anyways, let's not even worry about the last column or the last row. All right, so let's check the ones we haven't checked. So we've got negative 2/3 times 30. Again, square root of 30 is an irrational number. So it's not going to be able to be rational when I multiply by negative 2/3. However, square root of 30 times square root of 30 is a square root squared. So if I have a square root and I square it, the square root cancels the squared and it leaves just that number. So that one will work, even though this one will not work and this one will not work. And I've already said it will not work times pi, but that one will work. All right, so again, this one is the same as one we checked in the other column, and it will not work. So number 21 has 5 correct answers that when you multiply, you get rational numbers. So for number 21, the ones with blue check marks are your rational numbers.